This is the last will and testament of Paul Martin, also known as Loki Mizu in World of Warcraft. Judah Tribe has disbanded and I am alone. It doesn't look like I'm going to make it without my team, so I wanted to leave some last memories of this experience before I die. I wrote up some notes. Be patient. First off, my experience in Dungeons & Dragons was like a stroll down memory lane. I had a blast. I remembered exactly what it was like to have to apply math, English language arts, science, logical analysis. Shh! Okay, it was just a parrot. Critical thinking skills, teamwork, communication, all of it in order to accomplish a common goal. I remembered how much I actually learned from the game. RuneScape. Accessibility was a really great thing about that game. I wasn't impressed with the graphics. It wasn't World of Warcraft by any means. But it had some really powerful opportunities for many people to go into the game for free, and experience the benefits of playing a game and escaping into a world where they got to create their own character and felt empowered because their choices drove their reality. Quest Atlantis. Maybe I'm just too much of a gamer, but I saw the educational opportunities for it for sure. I think it needs to grow in its delivery system. I totally understand the idea. Shh! Did you hear that? I think it needs to grow in terms of the way it transmits information and learning. It's very text heavy, which is understandable with what they're dealing with middle schoolers and school standards. I like the fact that they're conscientious about student safety, and that's their main drive for using the text, because it can be recorded and archived and monitored for student safety and to prevent bullying and stalking. Hopefully in the future, when they find ways to track and archive audio and monitor that more effectively, they can expand the capability. World of Warcraft. Well, I'm stuck here now. As an addict, I have to admit that my reality and my perception of it's been changed. Gaming is as real as the real world sometimes. Did you hear that? Okay, they're getting closer. I have to make this quick. And the fact that World of Warcraft has such mass appeal is testimony to its success with its graphics, its usability, and the intrinsic benefits that it offers to people who play. I used the word intrinsic. You thought that was gold, didn't you? Anyways. Oh, there's a deer. Oh, it's a deer. I can eat that. I'll come back to him later. But the intrinsic benefits that can be the goal of any educational institution. I gotta keep moving. The wolves are coming. The wolves are coming. The only thing I'm left with is my trusty blade and my spell books. You see the spell books? Okay, I gotta run. More later, if I'm alive. I had to get moving. The wolves, they'd found me. Alright, I just wanted to save my hat. Alright, I just wanted to make a few comments about my former teammates before I die. I jotted down some notes by pricking my finger with my trusty sword. Aletha Williams. Hard charging. Probably the best support member, right-hand person I've ever worked with. I hope it stays on now. I don't want to get my glasses wet. Oh. She did a great job of keeping me on track as a team leader, of keeping me online with due dates, with setting up projects to stay on, and making sure that we had all the T's crossed and I's dotted. Abram Siegel, a gamer's gamer, a man among men in the game, never afraid to jump in and help you in a fight. Rabbit! Okay, it left. Someone who would always be there. He knew every little tip and trick that you could use to make the gaming easier. He was passionate about gaming and its benefits. He even designed a music-based game for his students so they could learn to sight read. Rebecca Spingola, quiet. You'd think quiet meant bad, but actually her and Abby had a very calming effect on the group, because though they didn't say a heck of a lot, what they did say was insightful, thoughtful, and when everybody gets frantic, you need somebody who can just keep everything mellow. Gotta stay focused. Did you hear that? Can you still see me? All right, good. Larry Seals. I can't say enough about this guy. Wise, wise, wise. He is the man. Back with it. He's tech support for his school district, so he brought a whole new perspective when it came to considering the logistics and technical issues of gaming and incorporating it into education. It's one thing to be passionate about gaming. It's a whole other thing to consider how to make it a reality in your building, and he was the man that helped us realize how difficult that can be sometimes. All right. Gabe and Abby Savage. I can lump these two together because they're so similar. Gabe was the idea man behind Judah Tribe. May it live on in memory. He was a great problem solver in RuneScape, and he was so laid back during our recording session that, again, he was another calming force that I miss right now because I'm scared out of my mind. And his wife Abby, very, very, very thoughtful, considerate person. If she was a music teacher in my school, or if she was a teacher in my school, I would have probably been a much better student because I knew somebody cared. Because that's how she treated us. Abby and Gabe even struggled with a real life challenge because they had a educational workshop on guitar. Cool. And how to make it a program in your building. And yet they still found the time and created the opportunity to meet with us to game. As the weeks went on, that's really it. I hope I don't die. Dr. Siegel, the course overall, insightful, inspiring. I love the idea of reintroducing silliness and play into learning. Makes it memorable. And definitely makes it a holistic learning experience where you're not really thinking about the standards, though I am thinking about wolves. And they're thinking about me. I gotta go.